Okay, we are live. Welcome to the stream, Dark Wolf and me. And Faded. And Snake. Yeah. Also apologies I am late starting as usual. This time I have a semi-good reason. I was all like, yeah, I'm gonna stream, I'm gonna take my medication, promptly vomits. But worse before better, right? I'm optimistic. Most people with sense would probably be like, why are you streaming when you just vomited? I don't have sense. And I want to stream. Let me make an educated decision. Also, let me know how the sound is. Hopefully it's okay. About to break some cheesy bread to snack on. I'm envious. Okay guys, what will we bet on today? Place your bets. Okay. Sounds good on my side. Okay, thank you. Also, hey, we got Snake on Twitch. Sound is good. But someone is gonna die. Oh, bet someone is gonna die. Can you read chat easier on Twitch or YouTube? I fluctuate, so it depends what mood I'm in. But either way, I have restream on, so I'm seeing both chats. So currently I had YouTube on when I read the start of your comment, and then Twitch by the end. So if that's anything to go by. I don't know. Mood. 6:15. Let's do it, and this is the last case on the vice desk. Which do you prefer to know?
Earl Phelps, a shooting at the 111
Maybe
Club.
Twitch.
6232 Hollywood Boulevard.
Sounds like a homicide.
Yeah, I'm fin Twitch.
2 of the dead guys caught in the crossfire were carrying Army surplus morphine. Get over there before homicide tramples all over the place.
We already cleared that up.
Judge in Pasadena took the big sleep yesterday. He had a personal stash of 20 cigarettes. Appears we didn't get all of it.
So
Yeah,
you're the
that's
first
some Snake. That's how I used to do it. And then that way you can do
God damn.
one on one and then one on the other. That probably made no sense.
A dead judge. It's not good.
Everyone has their vices. Even you, Phelps.
Go to it, detective. I I have nothing further to say on the subject.
But you just... Didn't you just say follow you and then...
I need a drink.
Hey, can you give me a hand? I got a hard case I need to break.
I didn't come to California to be a secretary.
Can't stay too long, got work early in the morning. Good night. Good night, meme. I hope you have a good one. Use my phone Twitch app for chat now. I'm gonna stream PS4. For you. First bet. Will I be able to... Ew, Dark Wolf, your name is Pink. Okay. Will I be able to make it out of the building this year? Casey, I like the LA Noir thumbnails you made. I saw them on YouTube. Thank you. It's nothing fancy. It's just quick and yeah. Is this... Did I go too far? I retract my statement about the bets. I feel like I might not be able to...
You know the way. You can drive.
Parker and Green are going toe-to-toe for the top job. There's a change in the wind.
About time.
This wind will be like a tornado, Phelps. Parker's got a puritanical streak. You never know we'll get swept up in a thing like that.
Nicole is blue.
Homicide guys are already inside.
Bukowski,
Phelps, back again.
we're here about the morphine.
Over by the bandstand. You can see what's left of the owner, Eddie McGoldrick, 26, former
You're
Marine.
tripping.
I
That's
know
what's
Eddie
wrong.
McGoldrick. He was a non-com in my old unit.
I'm sorry to hear that, Cole. Waitress said he recently came into some money and bought the club.
Who are the other Vics?
2 musicians, Biddleston and Bowe. Get this, they used to be in a 4-piece, but the trombone player and the drummer OD'd.
Don't tell me. Lamont and Tyree? We've met the rest of the band.
Now they're a no-piece.
Do you mind if we take a look around?
Be my guest. You might want a word with the hostess, too. I'll keep her company until you're ready.
Ma'am, I'm Detective Phelps, Administrative Vice Squad.
Welcome to the 111
Yeah,
Club,
we can work
Detective.
on it later.
Feels like I've had half the LAPD in here today already.
Any idea who did the shooting?
No idea. It was my day off. If I had been here, honey, I'd be full of holes just like the others.
Actually, wait.
Come on back and ask your question.
Yeah, I
I
was
don't
gonna say
bite.
I don't want to talk to her yet. I want to do my investigating. Oh, that would be a clue. Is your partner doing
Dozen
her
rounds
walking
into
in the walls? I didn't notice
Certainly
him.
sends a
honestly.
message.
He's a piece of shit. Is there a bee somewhere? Like, marker. Stop. There was something over there, wasn't there? I could swear there's meant to be more. There were back area.
We have a new source, or is this coming from what's left in circulation?
I feel like I did everything now.
Well maintained, custom case. Someone cared for this instrument.
Daredevil is good, but you should finish Orange is the New Black first. Lily faded.
What's that click? Neat trick. The case must have cost more than the trumpet. We should follow up on the musician angle.
Jinx? You're on season 6 of Orange is the New Black, not long left.
He kept his stash close at hand.
There's still something I'm missing. Is there a back room? I knew it!
Dozen packs to a carton. 100 cartons or more. Looks like a couple of months' supply.
Yeah, whatever you say,
Brand
Faded.
new. Never fired. Haven't been degreased yet. We could check on
Ruby?
the serial numbers.
Is this guy hunting for bear? Look at these things.
They're BARs. You get the odd guy who sneaks one of them home from the war. How did he get 3 of them?
Farty girl.
Army surplus morphine, army surplus weapons, army surplus valors. Sound familiar?
We should get back to the station and check the details of what exactly
Ruby, lay
was
down.
lifted from that ship.
Lay down, baby. She just scrolled on chat on the phone. Ruby, stop trying to talk. How's Ruby doing? Ruby is Ruby. She's just looking at me. Can you hear her? She's doing all this mouth movement.
You catch all the good ones, Phelps.
Oh, sleepy girl. She just yawned. Gorgeous Bubba. Wait, you heard audio cracking? What do you mean?
Any idea who did the shooting?
No idea. It was my day off. If I had been here, honey, I'd be full of holes just like the others.
You want to level with me, miss, before we start taking an interest in you.
This place has been on the slide for years. Eddie turns up, buys the club, then we start getting visits from tough guys. Next thing you know, we have the St. Valentine's Day massacre. Are you getting the picture?
No.
Tell us about Eddie.
Eddie didn't know a thing about running a nightclub. He came into some money and waltzed in and bought the place. The previous owner thought all his Christmases had come at once.
Where do you think he got the money?
My guess was that he was selling the sort of quality product that you don't need to advertise.
Thank you for your help, Matt.
Eddie was in over his head, but he was a decent boss.
Can I move?
Can you drive to this one?
Where are we going?
You drive to everyone aside from that one. And sooner or later, Ruby will realize you're streaming and will start to sabotage. Shut up.
Take a break, boys.
We would like them to stay, Miss Lichtman. We're making inquiries into the recent deaths of 4 musicians.
Since when have the police cared about dead black men?
Good point. We don't. What we care about is 2 tons of Army surplus morphine showing up on the street. If you care about working in this town, you better give me something on Biddleston and Bow, or their knucklehead buddies Tyree and Lamont.
And this is your idea of making inquiries, Untersturmführer?
I've told you 1,000 times about speaking that German gibberish at me, Elsa.
Roy, how about you get a drink while I see to this?
Will you sit down?
Why antagonize him, Elsa? You know what he's capable of.
Ask your questions, Head Officer. We have work to do.
People are dying of overdoses. If you know anything about it, you need to tell me.
I can't help you.
A lot of cats are into the thing. There's nothing special about your boys.
You can do this the easy way with me,
I'm pretty sure
or
I
I can
didn't
call
ask
my
for his
partner back
advice.
over. I can assure you he's a lot less sensitive.
You think your threats frighten me?
Black man don't supply nothing. You think there's a black man in this town holding on to 2 tons of morphine? He'd be dead in a minute. White man supplies, black man buys.
My partner mentioned a couple of names. You recognize them?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The only way you're going to get rid of me is to give me an answer.
I knew Cornell. We worked together a few years ago. He loved the music, but the music didn't love him.
What does that mean?
It means that he just wasn't that good. He was a sad, lonely cat.
Boys, take 5 minutes, please. I need to have a private word with the officer. Why do you ask people to risk talking about a subject that could have them jailed?
Drugs are against the law, Elsa.
And you're so full of courage, you have never felt ashamed.
This is getting us nowhere.
Do you think you'll win your war against narcotics?
It's not my war. It's against the law. My job is to prosecute the laws of this city.
Do you think you can stop people from needing drugs, Detective?
I'm asking the questions here.
Then why do you come to me with your stupid questions? You know who controls the drugs in this city.
It's not enough to just survive, Elsa. You have to try and make the world a better place.
Brave words. Very noble. But words are just words, Cole Phelps.
She's right. We need to pay a visit to the mixer.
Cohen? Do you know where to find him?
This time of day, you'll find him holding court at the Macambo.
He can wait. There's something I need to be sure of. Give me till tomorrow morning.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do, partner.
Parker, you are a tit. Also, hi. Oh, why? Wait, am I tailing or chasing? I feel a bit better, but I vomited about 10 minutes ago. Or 20 minutes, I guess, I don't know. Hopefully you've been okay. We've missed you on the streams. And you missed our first bit.
Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
Don't cheat on your wife, you little bitch.
LAPD, we're looking for Mayor Cohen. I believe he has lunch here.
There's not going to be any trouble, is there?
Which table?
Number 3, if you'll follow me.
Everyone type C in chat for cheater. Hey, Juicebox.
Sirs, Mr. Cohen's table is this way.
LAPD. We have some questions
Hi,
regarding...
Mickey. How's it hanging?
Fine. Just fine, Roy. I see you brought Iga Beaver along. Hope he's not going to put the shakes on me again.
Cole Phelps, Mickey Cohen.
Good afternoon.
He has manners. Aren't you a little green for this kid?
Meet Johnny Stompanato, Cole. He has the biggest schlong in Hollywood and the smallest gun. Or maybe that's the other way around. I can never quite remember.
You're a funny guy, Roy. Haven't I always said what a funny guy Roy is? And how much fun it would be to get together with him sometime?
Poor Johnny. He's the dark sensitive type. He's a serviceman too, Cole. Johnny was in Okinawa.
You were in the crotch?
6th Marines.
The lieutenant who won the Silver Star up on Sugarloaf. I've heard of you.
Something like that.
All right, have we finished flirting? You got something to discuss, Roy? Or are you gonna stand around beating the meat while my lunch gets cold?
We have some questions.
Do I need my lawyer?
Wow, Snake, when I think that you're being decent and then you're just like... Alrighty then.
Your brother-in-law, Lenny
Also, hey,
Finkelstein,
Trout,
was
so-
selling stolen morphine. He had 1/3 of the shipment.
Old news, kid. I don't know anything about what Lenny was up to.
So I'm supposed to believe that you don't know what happened to the rest of the shipment?
Lenny, God rest his soul, was a moron. He was family, though, and I haven't made a beef about that, so count yourself lucky, kid. The H is a filthy habit. I don't condone it. The simple solution would be to have all the dope fiends put down.
So you don't know where he got the morphine?
Kid, ask a question you might get an answer to.
We believe there's a link between a group of Marines and the morphine stolen from the SS Coolidge. One of those Marines was shot to death in a club last night.
I wouldn't know
Juice
anything
box,
about that.
yes. Chloe's mom.
So you haven't heard anything about what happened at the 111 Club?
What can I say, kid? I'm shocked that in the land of opportunity, Uncle Sam's finest feel the need to resort to crime. It's a dangerous business. I can attest to that. I'd recommend they get out of the life. Quickly.
A few Negroes saying goodbye on the sidewalk will never make the papers, Mickey. But we had a judge in Pasadena say adios the other day. Prominent white people popping their clogs makes everyone nervous.
You know dope has never been my thing, Roy. It's always been for schmendricks like Jack D. and Jimmy Utley. But I'll ask around and I'll get back to you. Hey, you boys want some lunch? How about a drink?
We'll take a rain check on that. Come on, Cole, we're leaving.
We have to cut that dope. It looks bad with people dying.
We have to get the rest of it. There's no way of watering down the stuff in those little packages. You have to put the squeeze on those guys and get the rest of it.
You were all right to blame Ruby. She knows what she did. Little bitch.
What's going on?
That fucking rat Stoker has gone public about Brenda.
Who is Brenda?
Brenda is LA's most famous madam.
Everyone knows it?
Of course everyone knows. Brenda pays her way.
Are we cops or a collection agency?
Whores have been around since the Bible. Our job is to keep it off the street so Joe Citizen and his wife can stroll around unmolested.
Then we should change the law.
Are you out of your mind? Every politician in America is against prostitution, except when they're using them.
So where does Stoker come in?
He objects to the LAPD and the administration taking its cut.
Is everyone in on this?
Yeah, and that's the problem. From a little acorn does a large tree grow. He could bring the whole thing crashing down on us.
Bloody brilliant.
Aren't you supposed to be working the...
Sir, do you know which robbery detectives are working the Army surplus theft from the Coolidge?
Caldwell and McManus. I saw Caldwell in the squad room not long ago if you want to speak to him.
Thank you, sir. We'll do that.
This way.
I got this gadget whiz guy putting recording devices in place.
Harry, you got a minute?
Sure, Cole, anytime.
You've been working the docks robbery on the SS Coolidge?
Yeah, that's right.
So how do you see it?
Inside job. Either the guys working the wharves or some of the guys on the ship.
What else was taken apart from the morphine?
Case of BARs, case of Thompsons, crate of Valor smokes.
Homicide just recovered 3 BARs and a mountain of cigarettes at a shooting at the 111 Club.
No kidding. I better get over there.
Do you have a copy of the manifest?
Yeah. Here it is.
So, how do we connect the docks robbery to the mess at the 111 Club?
Resident Evil 2. Resident Evil 2, Red Dead Redemption 2. That's where I'm at with that. Oh, the circle did.
This is the crate we recovered. Enough to arm 3 companies. Here's our backroom arsenal from the 111 Club. 500,000 cigarettes loose on the streets of LA. Some of these guys are from my old unit. They must have finally shipped home. Kelso, Sheldon, McGoldrick.
McGoldrick was on the boat?
Sure, we checked him out.
McGoldrick bought the 111 Club, Harry. His brains are all over the bar.
Looks like whoever stole the dope is getting muscled.
By whom?
Dragner or Cohen. They control the hop.
Detectives, KGPL's going crazy. Shots fired at 1384 North Bronson. Some guy with an automatic spraying a Hollywood bus. They want every car. Go!
Hey, can you give me a hand? I got a hard case.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to put him down to 1 round.
Ruby, please lay down.
I didn't want to arrest the kid.
You can drive.
Do we know where we're going?
Yeah. There's a bus shoot.
All units, officers need help at 1384 North Bronson. 1384 North Bronson, shots fired. Any units to handle identified. Code 3.
The pencil need to be sharpened. Are we in the JFK era? Maybe.
Final order! Stop that son of a bitch, Cole!
Bitch. Can I go over here?
All units, officer down at 1384 North Bronson.
Oh!
Repeating, all units, officer
Bitch, I knew it. Oh, Juicebox, you missed yesterday. I kept doing dashy quotes, so I was like, Threep, get a piece of shit, put it in the seat next to you. Congratulations, you have Rory. Because I say listen up, listen close, but most of all, listen carefully. And then he was just like, you need to do a threep. And I did it on the spot. Threep?
LAPD, drop the gun now!
Wait.
You're covered, Phelps.
I may be covered, but... I'm in a slight spot of bother.
Reinforcements are on the...
Hey. I saved my cheesy bread in time to enjoy. Yeah. It was an improv one. I'm actually proud of that. I was on a roll last night, and I ain't mean like a bread roll. Natural causes, nothing unusual here.
Phone number and restaurant table.
Mocambo. That's not what I was looking for, was it? I still haven't found what I'm looking for. I find you?
It's one of the BARs. I know that guy. Felix Alvaro.
He's one of the guys from the ship?
His name was on the manifest.
Looks like McGoldrick wasn't the only one to get a message.
Hey, Alvaro.
Hey, Lieutenant.
He's just a plain detective now, Chico.
Who's the jughead?
This is my partner, Roy Earl. We just want to find out what happened.
What happened is that someone took a shot at my bus. And then cops turned up and started treating me like I'm some sort of Pachuco punk. My people have been in California for over 300 years.
Very fucking admirable, Felix.
You hear anything about the big heist on the Coolidge?
Yeah, I heard about it.
So what happened?
Not much. Cops came and interviewed me and all the other guys on the ship.
Wow. You let you know.
I was down at the 111 Club this morning, waiting for the medical examiner to scrape Eddie McGoldrick's brains off the bar. You want to tell me anything about that?
I heard that Eddie came into some money. Too bad he didn't keep a low profile. It was a tough break to get through Okinawa and then have to buy it back home.
His eyes are going crazy.
Who's shooting at you, Felix?
Sure.
How the fuck do I know?
As if you just used that tone with me.
The dead guy on the roof works for Mickey Cohen. Why would Cohen want you dead?
Man, I don't know anything about Mickey Cohen or any of those gangsters.
That's why you were literally in his pocketbook.
Your name was in the sniper's notebook. Level with me, Felix.
Cohen thinks because we were on the boat, we have the morphine. Courtney's meeting those guys to sort it out.
Courtney Sheldon?
Yeah. You remember Sheldon, don't you, Cole?
We'll be in touch, Felix.
You heard that Jack is in L.A.?
I saw his name on the manifest.
He's been here a couple of months.
At the bus shooting, talk fitting. Okay.
Sure glad to see you got over your wound, Lieutenant. I mean, Detective.
pretty cool customer.
He's been under fire before.
You buying his story?
Not for a minute. You're behind the wheel.
Fine. Where are we headed?
The fighting sixth. What the? Oh no.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Jack Kelso.
Just a second. Jack Kelso, apartment 4, 1408 North El Centro Avenue, Hollywood.
Thank you. You drive. I need to go over the case
Casey,
notes.
is that RE6 poster behind you? Yes, because VII is 6. I'm throwing shade at you.
How well did you know the owner?
McGoldrick? Well enough. He was in my unit.
That's some cruel irony. You survive the war, then get blown to pieces back home.
It happens more than you'd think. Young guys trying to adjust to normal life.
There's only one reason
getting
why I'd
mixed
have
up
an
in the wrong
RE6
crowds.
poster.
The kid had just
So that I
bought a
could tear it
nightclub.
down
I'd
and
say
then
he got
ask
mixed
it
up in
why
the
it's
right
not as good as the
crowds.
rest.
Until someone filled him full of holes.
It's just
You
sick,
don't come
not
into that
good.
kind of money that quickly without pissing a few people off.
We're toward the end of book 1. I've seen all of Avatar The Last Airbender. This will be my second or third time. Nicole hasn't seen it before, so we're getting her into it. It's RE7 juice. Casey got it for me for Xmas last year. It's a really cool poster. TV in front of the Baker House, yeah.
Hello, Jack.
Tear it down and
This is Detective
light it on
NOIR.
fire.
Hello, Cole.
We would like a word.
Would you like to come inside?
Actually, we'd prefer if you'd come downtown with us.
Mm-hmm.
Do you mind?
Do I have any choice?
No. You don't.
Are you going to tell me what this is all about?
It would be better for all
Okay,
of us if we
alright.
discussed it at the station.
Bad move, Cole.
Are you?
How have you been?
Are you kidding? You can't climb up here right now, can you, honey bun? I know. What's all that noise? What's all that noise? I think she wants a cuddle. Come here, you gorgeous little girl. Can you guys hear? Ruby, they're mocking you. They're mocking you, baby girl. Look. Oh my lord. She's so cute. She's just like, attention now, please. Little baby girl, look. You're ridiculous, Ruby. She's just like, you're not giving me attention right now. I need attention. Oh, Ruby girl. Hmm? Oh. Are you seriously trying that? She's trying to jump at me. Ruby, you can try to. Oh, I shouldn't have offered. I shouldn't have offered. I already need to pee. Okay, good. Huh? Ruby, I adore you, but I'm playing LA Noir. It's a big person game. Ruby, come on. Come on, Bubba. Also, Nicole is quickly gonna post some photos in Discord. Check him out. Post your photos. Why everyone on Twitch? Because they are. It doesn't make a difference. That's why I stream on Twitch and YouTube. Don't get. She's giving me the saddest puppy eyes right now at the side of the bed. Like, please, Casey, love me. I love you all the time, Ruby. You're a big puppy. Who's your big baby? I know you can whine. Silly baby. Yeah, photos are in Discord. Let me see them. Nicole, you didn't even get a good angle of me. Look at the nose. Okay. Ruby looked beautiful though, so that's fine. Okay, so those are in Discord now. Thank you, Ruby, for completely stealing my thunder. Okay, I'm gonna continue.
Cut the crap. You pick me up in front.
You good? Ruby just worried about you being sick and
Like
strange.
a common criminal and then expect small talk? Fuck you.
Ruby worried about not getting attention for 5 minutes.
You know that there's a gang war going on in LA trying to recover that stolen morphine?
That has nothing to do with me.
I'm sure it would be gripping to hear more of your life story, boys, but the truth is, I don't give a fuck. You were on the boat, Kelso. What happened?
Do you really think a bunch of Marines could muscle in on the dope rackets in this town? Between the Vice Squad and the mob, I hear it's pretty sewn up.
You better watch your mouth.
Yeah, I need the bright light on because all we have in the room, I have the overhead off and we just have a lamp on. So we have a small light in the room and I find that this is a good balance. So true. Casey, Ruby wants all the attention. Maybe Ruby wants her own stream. Faded, don't give her
Did you know
ideas
that
because
Eddie
she'll do it.
McGoldrick recently came into money and bought a nightclub?
No, I didn't know that.
Then you didn't know that some mobsters blew his brains out last night?
No, I didn't.
You heard that a crate of BARs went missing?
No, I didn't.
I saw Felix Alvaro today.
Good. How was he?
A little pale. One of Mickey Cohen's goons had emptied about 60 BAR rounds into the bus he was driving. A public bus, in the middle of Hollywood. Are you going to tell me what's going on? Or do more innocent people have to die?
Yeah, and what's in it for you, Cole? Newspapers? More glory? Another promotion? Another medal at the expense of men who fought for their country? Count me out.
What do you know about the Army surplus robbery from the Coolidge, Jack?
What I know is that on 3 separate occasions, you would have been dead if it weren't for me. I don't know anything about the robbery.
People are dying because morphine intended to help servicemen is being used on the street. Now we have guys from our old unit being killed by mobsters. We can put two and two together, Jack.
Gratitude isn't a concept that has much effect on you, is it, Cole?
Answer the question, Jack. Let's get this over with.
I was interviewed when the robbery took place.
Sorry to break the immersion. Let me just explain for a sec. You're asking about the webcam. There's a bright light on there because on OBS everything tends to go darker than it is, which means that... So like this, if a section behind me... If a section behind me is lighter, then like the clothing that I'm wearing, I'll just blend out. So what I need to do is literally have this beaming light going on my face so that you can actually make me out, if that makes sense. I don't mind it. When I first had to use it, I was like, why am I gonna have this like sun in my face? But now I'm kind of used to it, so I don't mind it. Although I'm not sure how it helps you. Got to do with the light, right?
And it does improve your stream quality.
Yeah, it makes the camera look good. Well, better. For instance, without. Okay, that doesn't look as bad now. But sometimes it'll fade completely. And say the game gets darker, it'll fade out. Whereas with that on, it tends to just stay at an even ambient feel. And that's what I want. It's not too much of a difference right now, but it just keeps it going. Cheeks look more rosy without the light. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Yeah, it stays consistent. So what you're seeing now is genuine / ambient lighting, as opposed to it being way dulled down. Okay, that's a good thing, thank you.
I don't have anything further to add.
Jack, we just want information.
Bullshit, Cole. Did you seriously believe that dragging me down here would get me to give up my own guys? You call yourself a Marine? Trying to make a name for yourself with this shitheel? Look at this chump with this $200 suit and $2,000 car.
The tough guy act is really impressive. I like you, Jack. I'd like to make you for this. I really would. I'm going to be working on it and keeping an eye on you. You can go now.
Shooting, Robert Steiner, 6780 West Sunset Boulevard. Victim is a Chris Majowski.
Another name from the manifest?
Why did he
How many
just...
friends of yours are gonna get plugged today?
Talk about tension. That was like being trapped in an elevator with a married couple who can't decide whether they love each other or hate each other.
We go back a long way.
You went too easy on
Roy
him.
reminds you of
Next
Johnny
time,
Knoxville.
you leave it to me. I know how to handle that smug son of a bitch.
You don't. Jack will never give up his own men.
Makes sense. Casey, is it past your bedtime yet? It's 4 AM. I don't have a bedtime. Sleep is for the weak.
They just walked up and shot the man.
I didn't realize how hard it was to have to face
Two of them
down.
officers,
Thank you for putting up
they
with
went
that,
that
Casey.
way.
It's fine.
Go on, get after him.
As I say,
Jack
it
was
was
a company sergeant.
annoying at first.
We'd never get
but
involved
we
in
get
something
used
like
to it.
this.
We brace him and drag him downtown.
Won't work.
I think Juice
Tough
Box, he was annoying at first, but then...
It's no
I only
good.
say
We
it
need
'cause
to
I
get
have baby
closer.
juice.
Hit him. Clear this asshole off the road. I can't take the shot from here, Cole. I can't hit a target that isn't there, Phelps. Getting close and steer him off the tar.
Of course I'm gonna do it. You'll have me doing it. You useless fucking idiot.
Step on it, huh? Just get me a little closer.
Faded, press live.
Hit him, Cole. Spin him
Oh no! Oh, okay. Please stop the automatic thing. Cover is for pussies. Hey Nick. Casey, make sure to shine bright like a diamond, yeah, or a rock. Same thing. I prefer rock, you know this. Oh, that poor guy, he's dead, but my shit, did you see that? I just stared. If there's such thing as being reincarnated, none of his reincarnations are going to be able to have children. Power armor is it for pussy?
Cohen is meeting with Sheldon tonight.
Well, that was hard to get to this pocket. O'Driscoll, Beckett, Higgins, Connolly.
An LAPD file. We have a traitor in our midst. All of the names on the list have a hit team assigned to them.
A Generation Z would be able to appreciate it.
We need to get to those guys fast, otherwise there'll be no case.
We have to look at damage limitation. We can't allow that strumpet Brent Allen to bring down the whole administration.
We've got to put a lid on the press. Can someone talk to Harry over at the Times?
It's too late. The Times would look ridiculous if we dropped the story now.
Who is this Stoker?
Stoker's a lily-white. Nothing that will fix this in the short term.
My law and order credentials are disappearing as we speak.
Can we get Brenda to leave town?
Yes, we can, but she won't go quietly. Brenda has extensive records.
Can she at least lay low?
That's already been taken care of.
Mayor? District Attorney?
Who is this guy? And what does he want, Horrell?
The name's Roy Earl, detective, administrative vice.
Aren't you one of the clowns that got us into this mess?
Oh, I think that the orders regarding Brenda come down, not up, Mayor. I have a human interest story. It involves a certain LAPD cop, a hero from the war, who has let his beautiful wife and kids down, who has betrayed America for a German junkie whore, who has abandoned his pledge to the LAPD and his commitment to the public we all serve. Could be all over the papers by tomorrow, and you would be off the hook.
So what do you want in return, Roy? Fingering a fellow officer?
What a absolute bitch. I would slap you if I could. Generation Zombie. Sounds legit.
You can drive.
Where are we going?
We're taking out all the guys from the ship.
Why? How does that get them the dope?
They obviously don't know who has the morphine, and they're waiting for someone to crack it.
Getting close and steer him off the tar.
Oh shit. No damage? That person did not count.
It's no good. We need to get closer.
Those trash cans did not count.
Getting close and steer him off the tar.
Yeah, I heard about Resi 3 remake. Juice box time.
Hit him, Cole. Spin him
The
out.
bringer of good news. Is what no one says about a doctor.
I can't take the shot from here, Cole.
LAPD, put your hands in the air.
Oh, I was about to shit myself if I died. His hat is gone. Oh, that's funny. Oh, now it's miraculously back. Okay. You're a witch. You're a phony. A big fat phony.
Can you drive to this one?
You shut up,
we know
Mr.
where we're
Rogers
going?
from yard. Front yard, oh my god. You're drier than air. Police station or post office? They sound like very different.
It's him, the cop from the newspapers.
So what I'll do, I'll finish up this case and then take a small break and then go for a pee. And then we can see about coming back and trying to do another case. Also, if I sound out of it, it's because I'm sick. How about that? How about that? Needed. Don't get me started. How about that? Nick, you're literally taking what I said and just copying it.
Find some cover.
What an absolute muppet! That was my team! Oh my shit! You even knocked my hat off, you cheeky bitch. Hmm? Muppet.
Tell Courtney.
Are you still trying to paper cut in between my fingers, Casey? Yes, I am, Faded. Are you still recovering from that bet that you lost?
It was worth a try.
Wait, we're examining him while he's still alive? Look! Bitch's eyes were just moving and he was talking.
Polar Bear Ice Company. Really did it.
You're still recovering, okay.
Most people never get the chance to be rich. Wouldn't you risk it?
I won't get you to bet your car. You're ready for the next one. Just name the thing. After last time, I'm confident. But it can't be something impossible because I'm just gonna lose. Shouldn't have given you ideas. Jeez, you're dead. You're dead what? Going down this time? Nah. Oh, why? Staff only. CPR that guy. No thank you, I'll pass. Also, if I get really desperate to distract you, I'ma call you. You can call me. I'll have the phone on silent. But go ahead. Sneaky little bitch. Stop! How do I get out of this bitch? Oh. I feel silly. Can I go?
You know the way. You can drive.
Fine. Where are we headed? We're here now.
Bitch. Faded, I have the phone to watch the stream. Casey won't even see it. Yeah, exactly, Nicole. Don't put it on loud. But go ahead, what's your bet? I'm ready. Faded's bet. You don't have a bet, do you, Muppet? I don't have a bet. You're on my team. Well, I hope.
Looks like Sheldon is bringing his own fire team with him.
Faye, did you realize that if we actually do the bets properly, you're gonna end up bankrupt? And I'm just gonna have to refund you.
Gold drinkers. These are good guys.
Not that I'm confident. Casey, it's bedtime, yeah. Faded, get in here. Juicebox, keep that away from the street. What you do in your free time is your business.
Can you drive to this
And
one?
I say that with utmost respect.
Where are we going?
Meeting place.
This isn't looking good. I feel like the fat kid at the back of a race.
You sure it's Cohen making the hits?
All fingers point his way. Your buddies are in way over their heads. Being a Marine doesn't mean shit out here.
Juice, let me borrow $5. I got a gamble with Casey.
Line them up.
All right, let's kill these rat bastards.
Okay, I'm really, really sorry. This is unprofessional and all that, but I really, really need to go to the toilet. I'm gonna quickly pause. I shall be back in a second. Enjoy Faded's BRB screen in the meantime that he made. Hi, BRB. Hello? Willow, how do I fix my shit? Look at Willow. Look at little Willow. I always forget to show you off, don't I, baby? Yes, I do, gorgeous boy. Go, hello, stream. But hello, stream. Pretty boy, isn't he? Look at the little baby man. Look at you, you little princess. Slash prince, whatever. You go like this, you go. Hello. Hello. Willow like belly rub. Can you hear him purring? Oh my god. Ruby's just like, why am I not on stream? Let me get on stream. Oh, you jealous little puppy. Jealous little puppy. Casey, that's a nice lobster you got there. That's not a lobster. Oh, good Ruby. Look. Ruby baby. I'm Willow Shiller. Willow, what do you have to say for these wild allegations? Oh, Willy boy. Ruby girl. Shall I just use the kitten camera the rest of the stream? Look at how he looks at me. He's so cute. You look up like human? Willow. Willow. Hello, Prince boy. Nicole, I'm sorry. Hello. Hello. He looks at me like, what are you doing with my arm? What are you doing with my arm? I hold you like a little baby boy. Oh, look how precious. He cuddles in there. This is now turning into a Willow hijacks the stream. And Ruby watches in caution. And Nicole's feet ache from standing there. Oh, gorgeous boy. Alright, good night, juice box. Willow, say good night, juice box. Good night, juice box. Nicole was trying to get him to look at the camera, but he's just like, nah, it's no use. There you go. There you go, pretty boy. Name him what's your man? Willow's like, why is the dog's nose touching my butt? The purring is adorable. He's a cutie. Zoom in. He's literally right there. Hold on. Before he goes, he's going to say goodbye because I need to continue the game because it's 4:30 AM. Right, Willow. He's so floppy. Look at him. He just flops back down. Willow. Are you going to try and take over the stream now? You say, oh, bye-bye. Bye-bye stream. Bye-bye stream. Bye-bye stream. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Zoom in. Zoom in, zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. Okay, Willow Shiller. Okay, Willow Shiller. Oh, go, baby boy. Nicole, you're like my assistant. He's such a friendly lobster. Yeah, he's so chill. He's ridiculous. He's a chill little baby. And we have another cat, a girl cat, and they're basically in love, we think. So they literally just lay there together, and it's very much adorable. Also, FYI, if you enjoyed that part, thank Nicole. And if you didn't enjoy the part, you know what to do.
On the roof!
Wait, there are more?
Find some cover!
Whatever. Whatever. I'd give you another heart, but Casey already wants to paper cut my fingers. Faded, keep your heart to yourself. Don't go sharing that around, you little bitch. I thought what you and I have was special. Evidently it's a load of lies. Ain't about to play me again. You played me like a fiddle.
On the roof, Cole, nail him!
Oh, headshot.
Throw out the guns.
Right in the head.
Keep moving, I'll cover it.
I'm gonna shoot your face in the face.
I'm wide open here.
That's what she said.
Find some cover. They're making a run for it after them. How long?
David, why do you insist on winding me up? Why?
I'm gonna put out an APB on every one of the sons of bitches on that.
GPL to car 11K. Car 11 King, come in.
Car 11 King.
11K, go to Hollywood Station. Hey, Courtney Sheldon is at Hollywood Station requesting an interview with Detective Cole Phelps.
Well, I'll be damned.
That's not correct protocol, 11K. I'll take that as a roger.
Car 11 King en route.
I'll be damned.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
All right, where to?
Interview Courtney Sheldon. Casey, did you see the bet I wanted to do next? Wait, what bet? Hmm? Okay, you want me to do a long shootout without any damage? I can do that. What's the wager? And I need to do it as a side mission. The only shootouts you get that I know are coming up It's side missions. And I'm not sure if we're gonna have one in the next case. A no damage shootout maybe. I'm cool with that.
In my office, if you please.
I'm working a major
I would have
case.
done it then
I'm
if I
not close,
know.
Cap. It's gonna have to wait.
Let Phelps do the interrogation.
If I
But Cap,
concentrate, I think I can do it.
no buts. This is more important.
Also, I find it funny. The best part about it is how competitive we get. She's like, I get this,
You're
and
an
then I have
interview
my
too,
game
Phelps. There's a quack in there with him.
quick to agree.
What gives?
Beats me. Word came down
Hmm?
from the chief. Said it was okay.
Sheldon. Is this your
It
attorney?
needs to be tough. I was too quick to agree. I would have literally agreed on anything that you said.
How do you do,
I'm game for a game.
You stole the morphine from the Coolidge.
You can't prove that.
Let's see if I can try. And what is your relationship to Sheldon, sir?
Tutor, mentor. Mr. Sheldon is a medical student of mine. He has a very bright future.
Oh, that's nice to know. Too bad all of your war buddies won't get to see your graduation. I would have asked Beckett or Majewski or Driscoll about their involvement, but that's difficult, considering they're all dead. That leaves you, Sheldon.
You can't blame their deaths on me, Phelps.
You can't blame your debts on me.
You're lying, Courtney. The other guys aren't smart enough to attempt something like this. You either give it up, or I go after Jack for it.
And how do you prove that, Cole?
We know about your showdown with Cohen. We found notes on your guys.
Cohen is hitting our old dude. He believes we have the morphine. I told him that we don't have it. And that's the truth. Isn't it?
Faded, here's how it works. If we're gonna do a betting game right, we're gonna do it right. You chose what you chose what the bet is. You should choose what the win is. / loss. As I did the first time, and then we take turns. Yeah? That, and I don't want to make you bankrupt. I don't want to bet your car. We should make it affordable, yeah. I was gonna say I have like $10.
I believe Mr. Sheldon. I think he's telling the truth, Detective.
Wow.
You were on the ship, Sheldon.
Yes. That's correct.
So you had opportunity.
But it doesn't mean that I was involved.
So you don't mind that the mob executed McGoldrick, Driscoll, and Beckett to get to you?
I don't know why you're trying to pin this on me. Where's your proof?
Beckett's confused.
Beckett had a message for you before he died.
Oh, the shootouts are pretty hard, especially when you're wanting me to do it no damage.
I feel bad about Beckett, Phelps. He was a hard charger. Those guys deserve more. I don't blame them for taking their shot.
Have you finished, Detective?
I'm just getting started. You have an answer for everything, Courtney. Let's hope Jack does, because now I'm going after him. Is there anyone you're not prepared to sacrifice?
Jack is not in this. He's a good guy.
You or Jack, Courtney. I don't care who goes to jail. I just want the morphine off the street.
What are you offering, Cole?
Don't be ridiculous, son. This man is gambling.
What's your offer?
Doctor, good to see you.
I'm conducting an investigation.
Upstairs in my office now.
This man is about to confess.
As of now, you're suspended from duty, pending a fitness review.
What are you talking about?
You heard the man, Phelps. Upstairs and face the music like the hero you wear.
You realise that it's going to be the slowest shootout
Certainly had us
ever.
full, Detective. Phelps, you're one of my favorite sons. You've broken this old man's heart.
Sir, what is going on?
You're suspended, Phelps. Hand over your badge and gun.
Don't keep him waiting.
What is going on here?
Your wife's attorney has pictures of you and the German. Compromising pictures.
She's pressing charges. You'll be formally charged with adultery. A criminal cannot serve as an LAPD officer, as I'm sure you're aware.
I don't understand.
How could you do it, lad? Your wife, your children, consorting with the enemy and a dope fiend at that. You're lucky the war is over. You'd be taken out and shot. The department doesn't need this kind of publicity, Phelps. Hand over the gun, keep your head down until your board hearing. I forbid you to make any comments to the press. What the hell were you thinking?
Marie, listen, Marie, I need to explain.
Please leave. You're upsetting the girls.
Let me see them, Marie. They're my daughters.
Go to her, Cole. You have done enough damage here. Do you want me to call the police?
For God's sake, Marie, can't we at least talk?
What is there to talk about? Do you love her? Do you? What were you thinking? What about our children? Can you imagine what this has been like for them? Go away, Cole. My father has hired an attorney and you will be hearing from him.
I'd like to explain, Marie. I'd like to tell you what I've been going through.
What you've been going through. I have had reporters camped out on the front lawn all morning. I can't stand it, Cole.
As if he's about to make some excuses. What a little prick. I had a bad day in the office, so yes, I cheated. Come on. Oh shit. And you got a wife and daughters. I have an idea, Faded. I'm not a guy, but you shouldn't need to make excuses because you shouldn't be cheating. That's a good option. And I'm demoted. Tip. I'm demoted, but you're demoted for that comment. Even if you are joking, I hope. We are awesome.
Okay, everyone, keep it down. Cole Phelps joins the arson squad today. How'd you like porking that German whore, Phelps? Phelps is up before a review board in December. Until then, he works the arson desk. End of story. Phelps.
Yes, sir.
I don't care what you did or didn't do, Phelps. I hear you're a good case man. But if you fuck up on my detail, I'll have you out of here before your feet touch the ground. Do we have an understanding?
Yes, sir.
Cap, We don't want a fucking rat like Phelps. Can it, Tilden? Phelps, I'm partnering you with Herschel Biggs.
I don't do partners. You know that, Cap.
You do now, Biggs. Social basket cases like you two should get along just fine. Biggs will show you the ropes, Phelps.
This is arson. There are no ropes.
It shouldn't take long, then. Start with these two. House fires. 326 South Kenmore Avenue. Steffen's family was out of town when it happened. Then go to 4414 Rosewood, family by the name of Sawyer. Fire brigade will be on location.
Are they suspicious, Captain?
That's for you to find out, Detective. Now get out of here. Both of you. Get out!
That's the creep. Walked out on his wife.
Just as I get used to one building, I
town's
got
dangerous.
changed to a new one. Ew.
You're behind the wheel.
Fine.
Steffen's
Where are we headed?
house.
How long have you been working arson?
We gonna do the small talk thing now? Talk baseball, exchange addresses? I don't think so. Feeling down, hotshot? Need a buddy? Or look somewhere else.
Also, I'm not sure how many shootouts there's going to be in an arson desk, so I'd probably have to do a side mission. It's fine.
There isn't much left.
There never is if the job's done properly.
You think it was deliberate?
Nah, that's real pain in her face. They would have moved out the things they care about if this was insurance. There's no mileage in this. Hello, Mike.
Hey, Hirsch. Cap this one.
Yeah, Mike Brannigan, Cole Phelps. It's okay, Brannigan.
Hey, your
His
polar
name may be
plays.
dog shit, but there's none on his hand.
No offense, Phelps.
None taken. Do you have anything?
The fire started late last night. Steffen's family at Catalina Island. Won some kind of competition. Looks like the only thing they ever won in their lives. And they come home to this.
I'd say they were pretty lucky, really.
They don't have any insurance. Everything they own, including the house, is not a pile of rubble.
Where are they sleeping?
In the car. It's lucky the whole block didn't burn down. Word is they're bulldozing this whole neighborhood to build new homes for GIs. That's the man in the house. In the ruins. Terry Lady is his wife.
We'll take a look around. Come on, Phelps.
Isn't that the cop?
Mr. Steffens? Cole Phelps and Herschel Biggs, LAPD. I know it's a difficult time, but could we have a word?
Don Steffens.
You were out of town.
We won a prize. We had a wonderful time. Came home to this.
Do you still have the tickets?
Sure.
I don't want to interview him
It's a
yet.
formality, but we'll need to speak to the issuing agent.
And yeah, just whatever comes up sounds good.
Look, I'd appreciate it if we could get this over with.
I need to examine stuff.
Junk.
But yeah, how you been, Polar? It's been a while.
It doesn't appear to be connected. Don't think this is any use to us.
hard to see what I'm doing. Okay, so that's where I came from.
I don't think so.
Recently serviced. Could be something to go on.
Hey, now we can talk.
Can you tell me any more about the prize that you won, Mr. Steffens?
Weekend at Catalina Island. My wife got this flyer in the mail from the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Did you enter any kind of competition?
My wife filled in a flyer. Lady just rung up and told us we won. It's the first time I ever won anything.
The redevelopment fund. Did they offer to buy you out?
They're building new houses. They showed their money and most of the neighborhood just packed up and walked away. But I never bargained with them.
Everyone else is selling, but you're the holdout, aren't you?
I was the last. I thought I could hold out for a better price. My house is the center lot.
Now you have to take the price regardless.
Looks like it. I've got no choice. I have to put a roof over my family.
That's all we need for the moment, Mr. Steffens.
All right.
What's with him?
You've seen the papers. I guess he's thinking about his own family. I'd say he's searching for some kind of atonement right now.
Use the phone. Use the force.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need information on the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Yes, Detective. Just checking. The fund is a semi-government agency established to speed up the building of GI homes. It has private investors as well as a government endowment.
Huh. You have an address for them?
There is one listed here, corner of Beverly and Mariposa.
Ruby, come on.
Thanks for your help. You can drive.
All right. Where to?
Have there been any other house fires?
This is arson. We get an average of 2 a night. Does that answer your question?
And so how are you guys finding the game? A lot has happened. Well, especially with the main character.
Hi, Albert. We've got this case.
Hey, Biggs. We? You have a partner? What gives?
This is Cole Phelps. You may have read about him.
Oh, now I get it. Hello, Phelps. Welcome to the netherworld of arson. Family of 4 found dead in their beds. Heater exploded.
Hey, another one.
Looks that way. Insta-Heat Model 70. Before you get excited, we get a couple of water heaters a month go back. Take a look around the yard and see what you can find. Val.
I'm glad the cutscene
gonna
kicked
stick
in.
it
Did you
out?
see
Oh.
that?
I'm gonna try, Val.
Almost jumped on that dead
What have you
kid.
got?
Family by the name of Sawyer. Mother, father, and 2 kids. All in bed from the looks of it. Oh, I'd say carbon monoxide poisoning. The burns are superficial.
Time of death?
I'd say about midnight. Anything more exact will take some time to determine. Lynch tells me this has something to do with the faulty water heater?
Could be. There's been a spate of problems with a particular brand. I've got another angle in mind.
You care to
You're
elucidate
enjoying it.
that?
Was that before or after I almost
This is a
jumped on the
murder,
burnt
not an
people?
accident. Sharing information has helped us solve quite a few cases together.
I need something concrete
Jumping
now
on a dead
before the
kid.
department gets wind of it. I'm in arson for a reason.
I feel sorry for your wife and kids, Phelps, not for you. But you're a good case man. One of the best I've ever met. I'll help in any way I can.
Thanks, Mal. I'd say that's firm but fair.
Before. Okay.
How about the insurance companies write these incidents up as acts of God?
Hey, did I know your motives? I know.
Hey, Biggs! Is this significant?
Regulator valve. Good find.
Detectives? This is the next door neighbor.
Detective Phelps, can you help?
They were supposed to be going away. They won a trip somewhere. But little Henry got sick, so they had to cancel. What are the chances?
Do you know who ran the competition?
Gulliver's Travel, up on Santa Monica Boulevard.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
Phelps, the guy across the street. I've seen him before. He likes fire.
Hurry, you can still catch him.
Shit's sake.
Stop! LAPD!
See.
We've got an ID on you, firebug. Stop right there!
I bet you I can catch him before I finish this sentence. I'm kidding.
What's your name?
Herbert Chapman.
So you like fires.
So you like
Watching them or
fires.
setting them?
I don't want any trouble.
Turn out your pockets.
You're a naughty boy, aren't you, Herbert?
I keep myself to myself.
I know that doesn't count. I'm kidding.
Cigarette in a matchbox gives you a 5 or 6 minute delay. You want more time, you use a mosquito coil. Don't you, Herbert?
You like this fire, Herbert?
Hell no. I heard it over the fire radio. Sounded sweet.
When you finish following your leads, come and see me at the fire station. I have a theory about this.
Will do, Lynch. Take this guy in. We might want him for questioning later.
You got it, detective.
Why
Can
have
we
you got
burn
such a
him?
hard on for this case? If it is murder, it's almost
Does
impossible
he likes
to
fire?
prove. Fire doesn't leave much evidence. There's no percentage in this.
I think it's more than one case.
They're house fires, Cole. Accidents, heater fires, gas explosions.
There's got to be a reason.
The reason is you want to be a star again. Forget it. Give it up. You'll feel better.
There's something to this. I know it.
What are you talking about? Arson is insurance. It's always been insurance.
We still investigate the cases, Biggs. The people in this house are dead.
Go soak your head, Phelps. This hero business is a full-time obsession with you.
I'm gonna make this case. I'm gonna rub the department's nose in it. Help me or stay out of my way. You got it? You know the way. You can drive.
So where do you want to go?
Gulliver's Travel Agency.
I thought this was such a nice area.
Faded, how do you keep falling behind? Do you have like a betting app open at the same time? And it just lags. Or betting tips for beginners.
Detectives Phelps and Biggs, LAPD.
John Cunningham. Can I help you, gentlemen?
We have reason to believe that the Sawyer family of 4414 Rosewood Avenue recently won a competition
Casey
run by your
betting
company.
cheat sheet.
Yes, I remember them. They called up to cancel at the last minute. One of the kids was sick. Very unfortunate.
Do you mind if I take a look at that? Here they are. Steffens. The Sawyer family. Rosewood Avenue. Tell us about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
There's not much to tell. They run a promotion. Our promotion's mailing list covers half of LA.
So they are not a government agency?
I don't believe so. Government organizations don't usually get involved in promotions.
I'm told the tickets were a prize.
Yes, they were.
You do a lot of these prizes.
Look, there are hundreds of these promotions running at any one time. If you're the lucky guy, you get your name pulled out of a hat.
While the Sawyer family were supposed to be at Catalina Island, their house burnt down. You consider them lucky?
Christ. I'm sorry to hear that.
Can you tell me who offered the prize won by the Sawyer family?
Sure. Look, there's supposed to be some sort of supervised draw with hundreds of tickets. But the reality is the Suburban Redevelopment Fund calls me every couple of weeks and tells me exactly who has won.
Thanks for your help.
No problem. Just wish I could do something for that family.
You could put round the hat. A few bucks would really help them now.
I suppose so.
Good. I'll put you down for 50. I could tell you were Samaritan the minute I walked in the door.
50? Are you?
Good man, Cunningham. You're all right.
Yeah, I'm great. Poorer, but great.
Nicole, read chat. Is this Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? You're trying to phone a friend. 50-50?
Can you drive to this one?
Ask the audience.
Where exactly are we going? Let me guess. You want to check out the Suburban address?
Great partners must think alike, Herschel.
Using the lifeline. Trying to get to the big bucks. I'm sorry, Nicole isn't available right now. Please leave a message and I'll get back to you.
Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
This
Who
is an
the fuck
Elysian
working?
housing development, Mac.
So Elysian is an investor in the redevelopment fund.
Looks that way.
Are we done here, Mac? I've got work to do.
Sure, buddy. Thanks for your help. Elysian are investors in the Suburban Redevelopment. So what? If you think I'm putting my pension on the line and harassing Leland Monroe without evidence...
Yeah,
you're out
I've
of your
played
mind.
a couple of those pinball games. Nicole is addicted somewhat. But the Pinball FX3, I remember that one. There are some really cool levels.
You're behind the wheel.
Fine. Where are we headed? Lynch says we should visit him at Fire Station 32.
Who exactly is this guy, Lynch?
Lynch is a legend. You should feel privileged. He doesn't let many people into the inner sanctum. Keep your mouth shut, and you'll learn something about fires.
Faded, choose your next words wisely.
We came as soon as we could.
Lynch.
Biggs, you two investigating the house fire on Kenmore Avenue as well?
Yep. Why?
I had a look around the place while I was out there.
Do you believe the fire?
I deal in facts, Phelps. Evidence of an explosion. No obvious sign of accelerants. Wiring looks intact. Come and take a look at this.
This the heater from the Sawyer fire, Al?
Yes, it is.
Huh. Looks like it was recently serviced.
I have a theory, and it's a theory only. I don't have enough evidence to prove...
Al, if you say it's so, we're listening.
Okay, Phelps. You're a bright penny. You have a gas supply. You have a Bunsen burner as a pilot light. You have a regulator valve, and the balloon represents the gas expanding in the room. Now, the gas has to make contact with the mosquito coil to form an explosion. Let's see if you can work out the chain of events.
The gas bubble needs to be next to the coil if it's gonna ignite.
The shit are you doing?
Good, your regulator's in position. Okay, I'll light your pilot and turn the gas.
You pull the lever on the left to turn on the gas.
We did science.
So that's how it's being done.
Maybe. There could be a
I bet you I
fault
could
with
do
these
that.
valves.
Oh,
Not just
that would have
this
been.
one for our
Oh, that
experiment,
would have
but you
been
need
a
to take
good
it to
bet.
Instaheat and see what they
First
say.
time.
Their headquarters is on North Harvard Boulevard, number 262.
Thanks, Albert.
You're welcome, Biggs. See you at the next show.
Okay, my bet. We're gonna get our old partner Roy, was it? On there, and if I can hit him in every single limb and orifice in his body, that's it. That'll be enough for me. I don't need a prize. That will be the prize.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
All right. Where to?
Love those cops.
Show?
Homemade
next fire.
flamethrower.
We should go to the factory and see how many of these things are going bang in the night.
You know this Chapman character?
Guy's a freak. Loves fires. He's the kind of guy that we'd like for a lot of things, but we don't really have any credible evidence to pursue him with.
He looks so better. No, she wants to sleep, and I'm being loud. Don't worry, baby. We need to make a bet soon. I'm gonna end it after this case. I don't know how long's left. Should be a bit. No, the cats aren't playing. The cats aren't playing.
New and improved model. They'll be selling these like hotcakes.
He's the cop who arrested
We
that
in an
movie
insta-heat
producer.
LAPD detectives, ma'am. We need to speak to someone in charge.
I see. Well, duty manager for today is Mr. Rasick. You should find him in his office.
Okay, I'll give you a deal. If there's not a shootout in the thing, I'll look for a side mission. Hopefully there'll be one.
Take another step this way, and there's gonna be trouble.
As if.
What now?
Talk to the guy in charge. See what he says.
I'm having a good streak. Where am I going?
You're kidding. That's the swamp.
Is it one of you bitches?
See him? Saw his picture in the paper. He worked that case with the lady that was cut up like the dahlia. Son, you're a couple of slates short of a full roof.
What am I supposed to do?
Watch it.
Someone ought to take him home. He's loaded.
What was that?
Okay, I like that bet. Yeah, I like that bet. What's the wager? Let me see if it's worth it. Oh my lord. I feel like I need a degree just to... No, we have to go outside. We have to go outside because there's no other way. We have to go around.
I just don't know how to dance to bebop.
I'm gonna throw the playthrough for the bet. I'm very passionate when it comes to
Phelps
betting.
and Biggs, arson. We're investigating a couple of house fires. What can you tell us about this?
Pressure regulator from a Model 70. Let me take a look. We have a problem. This has been tampered with.
What?
You see this diaphragm? It forms a seal across the saddle here. Gas flows across from here to here. The diaphragm regulates flow.
Okay, we can do a different one.
It's been reversed. It's a subtle change, but it means the gas never closes off properly.
You keep changing your mind when you realize that I'll win. Okay. Okay, so...
So you're telling me that this is not a manufacturing fault or service repair?
I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with the design.
You're telling me that you've never had any problems with this heater?
Look, we've changed the design since the Model 70.
These things are still being installed?
It's the demand. None of us could keep up with the amount of housing going up. At the budget end, we're still using some of the old stock. We are installing 100 heaters a week. They're not all faulty.
They're not all safe either.
Are these diaphragms prone to failure?
They tend to go after a while. The rubber lasts quite a few years and then it perishes.
So the guys' names that I've been seeing doing the repairs on the heaters, they're fully licensed and accredited.
Sure, of course they are.
You're a liar.
I think you're lying, Rasic. I think some of your men aren't fully licensed. You're desperate to cover your sales.
And how are you going to prove that, Detective? Name me one of my guys who would have overlooked a fault like this.
Just one?
What about Reginald Varley?
You know about Varley. He's on a run for a divorce interstate. It's not so bad.
You in the habit of hiring criminals, Rasic?
I need guys, Detective. This boom is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
I want you to get me a copy of the list of your installers.
Okay, I'll get it for you. There, around a dozen of them. Housing business is going crazy at the moment.
This is a long shot. We are not going to roust that whole list.
I want to run it by R&I, cross-reference for arsonists. See if any of these guys have any previous. Sir, I need to use your phone.
Go right ahead.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need to know if any of the following names have a previous criminal history.
Okay, Detective, run the names.
Acevedo Ernesto, Clemens Walter, Elgram John, Gable Leroy, Kelligrew Peter, Kuttner Robert, Limehouse Albert, Manning Franklin, Neves Raymond, O'Brien Thomas, Ryan Matthew, Spurgeon William, Varley Reginald, Zurich Stephen.
Clemens Walter, previous conviction for arson and malicious damage. Burned down a house in Westwood in 1942. 4-year jail term.
Thanks.
Ryan Matthew, charged for contempt of court, attempted murder, plea bargain down to assault charge.
Anyone else?
There is a Reginald Varley wanted for murder by Detroit Police Department.
Thanks. You've been a big help, young lady. Your employment roster is quite the
As
rogues
someone who
gallery,
works in a
Mr.
call
Racing.
center, please, when you call the
Desperate
company,
times
don't be a
indeed.
creep.
Do you have an address for Clemens?
Welcome back,
He's
Parker.
working on an apartment building on Catalina and 3rd.
What about Ryan?
Currently working at a housing development on Normandy and 1st Street.
Varley, where is he?
Beverly and Mariposa, currently working on a new housing development. Hey, Varley's a good guy. You can't harass all my people.
These guys have lockers.
Yes, they do, but my men have a right to some privacy. Don't you need a warrant or something?
Show him.
Snake the
and keep
operator
quiet.
knows all.
Here. Happy now?
Stick around, Mr. Rasic.
Why am I still
Clemens
up?
is a
Because
fellow
I'm
traveler.
insane. But this is the last case that I'm doing tonight. I could have further investigated. Open it. That was it.
Some light reading on the merciless capitalist machine. Ryan wants the world to be a better place, don't we all?
Faded, no. It has to be...
No good to me.
It has to be fair. Like the driving one, that was fair. To be fair, I did that quite well. And yeah.
The company went through thousands of these in the war. Still got eaten alive.
You were joking, yeah. Wait, where is Clement? Is that Clement? I think it is. I'm gonna examine your shit.
Broad has socks.
We'll do our own shit. Oh, we'll do our own shit.
He's the cop who arrested that movie producer?
Is this him?
You lousy piece of shit! Well, you don't see that every day.
Who just said that?
Watch it.
Do you think that felt like an hour driving. My heart is still racing. That's only a tiny bit hyperbole right there. A fluke. My heart damn near stopped, and you're saying fluke. Oh, as if. We ain't about to do that. If you wanted to do it again, I'm happy to, but you're gonna be bankrupt. So I know this is annoying. Where am I going?
God damn!
God damn.
Are you drunk, mister? Or are you just cracked?
You're kidding.
I can only go indoors with the gold handles. As manager.
Peanuts are walking down the street.
Wait. Out and shake it all about. No. We already did that. Trying to distract me from what? Is this glitched?
What the hell? Only movie stars have things like that. Son, you're a couple of slates short of a four.
Nicole is available to support me, not for advice on some type of shit.
See him? Saw his picture in the paper. He worked that case with the lady that was cut up like a
I'm
doll.
stumped. Ideas?
Go check the lockers.
We'll check the locker. I just checked the lockers. Did I miss something? For the moment, you didn't leave a message, so I figured it couldn't be anything important.
Optimistic, Cole.
Farley has a problem with bugs.
I just had an aneurysm.
You know that a mosquito coil takes an hour to burn down, Rasic?
No, I didn't know that.
It's the favorite choice of ignition by arsonists. Gives them time to get away.
You're crazy. He probably lives near the canals in Venice. Mind if I leave you to it? I got work waiting.
3 birds. Clemens, Ryan, Varley. Where to, Phelps?
Clements. Clements.
Can you drive to this one?
So where do you want to go?
Bullshit, Faded. I feel bad losing. I need to check out them hidden vehicles sometime. Yeah, on the map there's question mark saying hidden vehicles. I'm not sure what they are.
Biggs,
Well, hidden
LAPD.
vehicles, but...
We want some answers and we want them quick.
Okay. What's this all about? Just tell me what you want.
You know Reginald Varley?
No? Can't say I do.
Detroit PD is after Reginald Varley for murder. We want us to run you in for aiding and abetting Clemens?
Whoa. All I know about Farley is he gets kickbacks from some developer. Does their work first. Spreads it around if he can.
You're licensed and work for InstaHeat?
I contract for them. So what?
InstaHeat hires arsonists, does it?
I've worked as a fitter all my life. Put everything I had into that house. And my fucking mud shark of a wife gets awarded it in settlement. She's blowing spics 2 at a time while I'm at work. And she gets the house. Yeah, I burnt it all right. Set fire to that fucker and watched it burn to the ground. I did my time and I'd do it again.
Sorry about the rouse, Clemens. You did the right thing.
Are you kidding?
Do you know Matthew Ryan?
A handshake.
Don't know the name.
You and Ryan are fifth columnists.
And how do you figure that, wise guy? What proof do you have? Been following me to meetings?
We found a pamphlet in your locker, Clemens. We can add your name to the register. HUAC might want to interview you.
That shit was from Ryan. He's always pushing that shit on people. Drives me nuts. He's got it in for the company.
All right, Clemens. You're off the hook for the moment.
Can I get back to work now?
Let's get out of here, Phelps. He ain't our guy.
You know the way. You can drive.
All right. Where to? Farley's on the run. He might be
Yeah,
back
evidently
in
the cops are
He's wanted
assholes,
for
just
murder.
like in real
Say we
life.
take the doubt out of the equation and let him have it.
You nervous?
It's been a while.
You were in combat.
in 1917. You know, I never fired my weapon in the line of duty.
That's nothing to be ashamed of. I hope the piece is still serviceable, Herschel.
I may be old and out of practice, but I'm still a Marine, Phelps.
It would be better for our case if we could bring him in, Herschel. LAPD, Varley! Stop or I'll shoot!
I'm gonna do this in one shot. I'm gonna do this in one shot, and it's a chase. The prize? Pride of winning.
Come on, Varley!
We're chasing
Can't keep running
somebody.
forever!
It was a red dot. I thought that we had to kill him.
LAPD, Varley! Stop or I'll shoot!
Fine, you win the pride. Enjoy it.
Come on, Varley! You can't keep running forever!
Enjoy that pride. You already had some anyway. But in all fairness, I thought that he was a, like a red dot, as in a villain that I had to kill. Villain I had to chase. You should have bet. Nah, it's too late now, Faded. Get the next one ready and you might win.
You run all the way from Michigan, Reginald?
We're even now. I would have won the science thing. And you would have won that, so. But real bets.
Why did you run from us, Varley?
I'm gonna take a wild guess. You're the same Reginald Varley the Detroit police have an outstanding warrant on. How am I doing so far?
I need a lawyer before I talk to any of you.
Reginald Varley, you're under arrest for committing a series of arsons. You're also under arrest for murder. Detroit PD will be putting in a request for your extradition. Until then, your guest is
Arson? You can't hang that rap on me.
Be quiet. Be thankful we don't shoot you.
Are all the cops in this town crazy?
Take him away, officer. You can drive.
And where exactly are we going?
Also, I feel like you have an advantage anyway, whatever we bet, because I'm like half asleep. I know.
Are you Matthew Ryan?
Who's asking?
Detective Phelps and Biggs, arson squad.
Arson?
You heard the man.
He has a weird
Just
face
put
like
the
that
stuff in
guy
the
from
car and I'll be
Jeepers
right with you.
Creepers. The guy who's
Hold
on
it,
the
Ryan.
bus. One of the kids.
Son of a bitch.
Those are GI's backyards he's crashing through.
The damage is only cosmetic.
He's a one-man wrecking ball.
Move in. I'll take out the van.
He's going to kill those men.
They'll get out of the way.
Only if they hear him coming.
Close in, Phelps. We need to take Ryan down before he hurts somebody.
What, you mean like I just ran over that one guy? That was a good jump.
Don't leave me hanging out here, Phelps. Move in.
He's got an arson-related assault charge, and he's running.
Running don't mean nothing. We gotta get this guy in a room before we can get an angle on him.
This man has got to be stopped.
Oh my lord! We didn't even place a bet, but I won.
Hands behind your head.
Holy shit.
Why did you run, Ryan?
I was scared.
You got a reason to be scared, Ryan?
Matthew Ryan, I'm arresting you on suspicion of committing a
That was
series of arsons.
perfect. Oh my lord.
We have 3 suspects.
You're
As much
behind
as
the
I'd
wheel.
like it to be Chapman, I think it's one of the other 2 guys. Let's get to the station and close this case.
Juju.
I have 2 suspects.
Phelps, you got nothing. Biggs, Ryan's waiting for you in interview 1. Varley's in 2.
Hey, Hopkins, you practicing your asshole routine again? Come on, Phelps.
Where's Matthew?
You lousy bastard.
Save yourself some time and get this thing off your chest.
If that's your opening gambit, you better try again.
So you want to change the world, Ryan?
Yes, I do. So does every reasonable person.
And you're doing your part?
Yes, I am.
Does that include sabotaging water heaters to destroy a company?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
This is industrial sabotage, Ryan. It's all part of your campaign.
You're delusional, detective. What campaign?
Your locker is full of pamphlets. Clemens told us how you were always foisting them on people.
Sure. I spread the pamphlets. A guy has to do something. Insta-heat heaters break down every day. They're still peddling the same lousy design that they lifted from Hephaestus.
Instaheat bought out Hephaestus?
Them, Vulcan, Pyro, and a bunch of other companies.
And you still work for them.
A guy has to work.
And the directors of the company. How do you feel about them these days?
You work it out.
You know how to reverse a diaphragm in the regulator valve of a Model 70 heater?
No, I don't.
If you know enough to do your job, you know enough to do that repair. You're lying, Ryan.
And how do you think you can prove that?
Your boss at Instaheat said that you've all been trained to do it. It's a common repair. Are you calling him a liar?
Okay, so I know how it's done. But what would be the point? You just end up with a gas leak and then a small fire when you turn the pilot back on.
And if you didn't reset the pilot and the gas spread, what was the cause of the fire in your own home, Ryan?
I won't tell you.
I won't tell
What
you.
can you tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
Nothing.
I think Suburban is a front for your anarchist buddies. They're arranging for people to be out of town while you burn their houses down.
Suburban? What's that got to do with me? That's Farley's bilk. He's the one with the cozy agreement with those fascists. Now you got nothing to say? Well, I'm not done.
You don't see that.
Matthew Ryan, I'm charging you with committing a series of arsons.
I totally just accidentally pressed the wrong button and charged him. Yeah, there's another guy to interview, so you always do both of them and then go back and choose which one. I chose to charge him before I actually had the other one. It's like there being two sides of the story, you only hearing one and saying you're guilty. Oh shit, does that mean that I've got to listen to all this shit again? Or maybe I can skip.
I have two suspects.
Phelps, you got nothing. Biggs, Ryan's waiting for you in interview 1. Varley's in 2.
Hey, Hopkins, you practicing your asshole routine again? Come on, Phelps.
Someone ought to take him home.
I know he's guilty, but I also want to show everything in the game.
You're the
So I'm
reason
not just going
brothers
to skip
and
it.
sisters should
Spoiler.
marry.
Save yourself some time and get this thing off your chest.
If that's your opening gambit, you better try again.
He was lying from the start.
So you want to change the world, Ryan?
Yes, I do. So does every reasonable person.
And you're doing your part?
Yes, I am.
Does that include sabotaging water heaters to destroy a company?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
This is industrial sabotage, Ryan. It's all part of your campaign.
You're delusional, detective. What campaign?
Your locker is full of pamphlets. Clemens told us how you were always foisting them on people.
Sure. I spread the pamphlets. A guy has to do something. Insta-heat heaters break down every day. They're still peddling the same lousy design that they lifted from Hephaestus.
Insta-heat bought out Hephaestus?
Them, Vulcan, Pyro, and a bunch of other companies.
And you still work for them.
The guy has to work.
And the directors of the company. How do you feel about them these days?
You work it out.
You know how to reverse a diaphragm in the regulator valve of a Model 70 heater?
No, I don't.
If you know enough to do your job, you know enough to do that repair. You're lying, Ryan.
And how do you think you can prove that?
Your boss at InstaHeat said that you've all been trained to do it. It's a
We almost
common
caught up.
repair. Are you calling him a liar?
Okay, so I know how it's done. But what would be the point? You just end up with a gas leak and then a small fire when you turn the pilot back on.
And if you didn't reset the pilot and the gas spread, what was the cause of the fire in your own home, Ryan?
I won't tell you.
What can you tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
Nothing.
I think Suburban is a front for your anarchist buddies. They're arranging for people to be out of town while you burn their houses down.
Suburban? What's that got to do with me? That's Farley's bilk. He's the one with the cozy agreement with those fascists.
You have a history of
Here we go,
violence.
we're up to
I have
date.
no such thing.
You're lying, Ryan.
And how exactly are you gonna prove that?
She's sleeping. Where's criminal record? There.
You were charged with attempted murder, Ryan.
It was a court case. No criminal liability was the verdict. They said that they couldn't have known that the faulty heater installation would cause a fire. All I know is I lost my whole family. And the company that was responsible got away with it. What would you do?
And I
Which
would have
company?
gotten away with it too if it weren't for
Hephaestus
you
water
meddling
heater
kid.
company.
That's it for the moment, Ryan.
So I can go?
Sure. As soon as your red friends storm the building and carry out, you'll keep your seat until we decide how long to lock you up for, knucklehead.
You're the reason brothers and sisters
Ryan is
shouldn't
our man.
marry.
But procedure says we eliminate all of the suspects. Let's speak to Varley.
We have Matthew Ryan in custody, Varley. I think all we need to do is ask him about this, and he'll rat you out.
Fuck Ryan, that pinko bastard.
Have you ever worked on a place on Rosewood Avenue? Family by the name of Sawyer?
Maybe. I'm from out of town. I go where they send me. I don't do a lot of repairs, though. I'm flat out on new installations.
Why are you lying to me, Varley? If Suburban wants their new installations completed, why are you bothering with wrecks like the Sawyer house?
So I'm lying just because I can't remember if I was there or not? How can you prove that I was?
Your name is on the inside door of their water heater.
Okay. You got me there.
Wow.
Suburban, yeah, they wanted that guy out. Sawyer kept complaining about not being able to get his heater service, so they threw in a free service as a sweetener. I think he played him, though. Because he still wouldn't sell.
Word is, you're in the pocket of some property developer?
Never. I got principles.
How did Suburban put the squeeze on you? Did they find out about your record?
There's no way you can link me to Suburban. You're wasting your time.
Ryan says you offered to cut him in on the kickbacks they were offering. He'll testify in court.
Suburban, they got real-time pressure on getting some of the big developments finished. There's some big date that they can't afford to miss. So yeah, I took their money. But so did a lot of guys, all right? The carpenters, electricians, plumbers. It's no big conspiracy.
What would reversing the diaphragm of an Insta-Heat Model 70 do?
Yeah, I made that mistake before. You get a big bang when you turn the pilot back on.
So you didn't deliberately sabotage the water heater at the Sawyer house?
No, I did not. You out of your mind?
Wow.
I don't believe you, Varley. I think Suburban wants homeowners who don't want to sell out of the way.
I think you're out of your mind. Where is the evidence that I have done anything to contribute to this fire? Huh?
Arsonists use cigarettes and mosquito coils as time delay fuses. We found an open box of mosquito coils in your locker.
Oh, hang on. Those things, they belong to Ryan, all right? He asked me to hold them because his locker's full of stupid pamphlets. I thought he used them for camping.
I want to charge them both.
We're done for now.
So what happens?
You're either going back to Detroit to face a murder rap, or you're staying here to answer for these arsons.
Mouthpiece tore strips off me at the grand jury. Case got thrown out. Now
He's
the DA
shady,
wants my-
but the other one is shadier. Was interview room 1.
I just don't know how to dance.
Bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
Matthew Ryan, I'm charging you with committing a series of arsons and for the murders of Hank Sawyer, Edwina Sawyer, Henry Sawyer, and Jessica Sawyer.
You're putting an innocent man away here. You hear me? I didn't set any fires. I didn't kill that family.
Phelps, what you did to your wife and kids was un-American.
My wife threw me out.
Did I ask for your opinion? You're here to listen to mine. What I was going to say, before I was interrupted, was you did a good job on the Stephen Sawyer case. We don't often get results in arson, so well done.
What about me? Do I get a little stamp on my hand or a lollipop or something?
What you get is another case. A bad one, unfortunately.
Okay, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna call it for the night because it's like 6 a.m. and we is hungry and we need to eat before bed. Okay. Don't forget, if you enjoyed the stream, to like, share, subscribe, follow if you're watching on Twitch, or the good stuff. And for now, I'm gonna say bye-bye. I'm faded, I didn't forget, the bet is next stream. Thank you guys for the shout outs. And I hope you all have a good night, and I'll see you all next time. Alright, bye-bye. Oh, before I leave also, next stream we should definitely finish the game. We're very close. So that's a good thing. Alright, bye-bye.